4 seasons and 4 playoff appearances. We are back, but whether or not we can finally make it out of the first round is another question. We elected to take a bit of a step back, selling off some of our major pieces, whether it be Marc-Andre Fleury, Jonathan Marchessault, Riley Smith, etc. We did not get rid of everybody, however, as we well know, with the likes of Artemi Panarin, Roman Josi, and Dougie Hamilton still being on the team. And you combine them with some of the youth, guys like Glass, Roach, Suzuki, Tate Dwyer, who has continued to develop and has proven himself to be a true top 6 threat. And of course, defensively, the additions of Haig and Brannstrom. We're looking all right, despite the fact that Robin Lehner is injured and Malcolm Subban will be leading us into the postseason. It's very interesting, this matchup with Winnipeg. We don't yet know what they look like. We're about to find out. This could very well end up being a draft episode. This could be an extremely short series, but maybe the changes were just what we needed, in that this sim engine is beyond unpredictable. As we get a look at the lineup, and it's pretty much what you would expect. Wheeler, Scheifele, Laine as the top line, Connor, Little, and Ehlers. Third line is Christian Vesalainen with Mason Appleton, and Ty Rattie has joined the team. Fourth line of Matthew Perreault, Jack Roslovic, and Nick Petan. So not much has changed aside from the development of Appleton and the addition of Ty Rattie. Defensively, it's also very similar. Josh Morrissey with Jacob Trouba. Nate Schmidt, an old face, is with Dustin Byfuglien. Michael Kempny is with Scott Harrington. The goaltender is still Connor Hellebuyck, and that is one hell of a hurdle that we're going to have to jump over. Adam Lowry's hurt. Andrew Kopp and Justin Williams make up the healthy scratches. It is still a very good and very dangerous Winnipeg team that we are facing here today. And again, whether or not this is magically the year that we overcome this hurdle and make it out of the first round, I'm not expecting it to, but you never quite know. There's only one way to find out. We are going to jump right into this. There's no other hype to it. It speaks for itself at this point. We just need to find out whether or not the next episode is us, fully setting up for next season, or if it's the second round for the very first time. First period, game 1 on home ice somehow. Thank God for overtime losses. Let's see what happens, and it's 1-1. Patrick Laine scored 47 seconds in. Alex Tuch, who is fighting for his future on this team, ends up tying it up. 9 shots apiece, 1-1 on the board. Second period, and it's another similar situation, a goal apiece. Roach is the difference maker for us, but Brian Little is able to tie it up. We're still relatively even in shots. How is this going to go down? Blake Wheeler continues the trend of early goals. 56 seconds into the third period, and Tate Dwyer ties it. Neither team able to get more than 1 goal's worth of separation as a power play goes to waste. We have 7.5 minutes to go, and the next game, or the next goal, may very well win the game. Are we destined for overtime? Yes, we are. I'm not going to jump in and watch this one. I think we are going to, as we used to, kind of save that for the real big moments, elimination games perhaps. So let's see what happens. My guess is Artemi Panarin or Blake Wheeler, a big name, is going to end this. Here we go. Will it end early? We've seen numerous early goals, and there it is. It's Tate Dwyer. The top line delivers. We talked about the development of Dwyer over this past season or so, and it continues. Gets a goal in regulation, gets the overtime winner, and the Vegas Golden Knights have a 1-0 series lead. 2 goals for Dwyer. What an effort. And we have managed to do something that we didn't exactly get to do against certain teams in the past, that being, how many times have we been swept already? How many times have we been swept? It's been frequent and painful, so that's unfortunate. But we are here with a 1-0 series lead. I will take it. Robin Salo injured down in Chicago. I don't expect them to make the playoffs, so we'll just go best lines for the moment. Indeed, there it is. So they just missed out heading into the final few games of the season. So unfortunate there, as we really haven't had any success. But that means we can focus on the Knights, and thus we will. Game 2, no changes to the lineup are necessary. Let's see what happens this time out. Can we make the most of our home ice advantage? Let's find out. First period of Game 2, and yet again it's a goal apiece. Mason Appleton with the opening goal. Stelio Mateos, though, gets one back. I will take it. And again, if I'm mispronouncing Mateos, I've always heard like, hey, that's how you pronounce it. And I swear I've seen gameplay footage too. But regardless, you know who I'm talking about at least. Stelio, my boy, has tied this game up for us. Shots are pretty much even. We are tied on the board. Second period, and again, it's line A, but Nick Suzuki is able to tie it up. The young guys stepping up in this opportunity. 23 shots to 17. To the third period we go. Tied at 2. Will there be another early goal is the question. We do get beyond the 5-minute mark without one. So now the pressure's on. Power play. It was a 5-on-3. Now a 4-on-3. We have a short power play that we can't do anything with. Another man advantage for Winnipeg, and Roman Josi is able to get the goal out of nowhere. 3-2 with 3 minutes to go. Will that stand up as the game winner? And somehow it will. From a power play situation for the Jets to a goal by Roman Josi. And we have a 2-0 series lead. Malcolm Subban, the second star of the game, Stelio with a 2-point night, and then Roman Josi steps up. Unbelievable. Again, it was that early start to the season where we were doing so well that made it essentially pointless for us to sell off of certain assets beyond that, because our first round pick was almost guaranteed to be a playoff pick, or at least a an early to mid pick in terms of the first round. So it made sense to keep the Yosis, the Panarins, the Dougie Hamiltons, as we talked about. And now that we have kept them, I mean, these are their final few games here in Vegas. But Roman Josi steps up, and we have a 2-0 series lead. 2 goals for Dwyer in those 2 games. Didn't have a goal in game 2, but that's all right. As we head to Winnipeg, no change is necessary before game 3. And it's really weird here because there's no sense of pressure. If we lose, we've expected it. So when you got nothing to lose, why not go all out? And that's what the team's done so far. We'll see if we can keep it up. Game 3, first period. And this time, they're able to hold a lead. Ty Ratty scores with 1:08 to go in the first period. That stands as the only goal. So that trend of one team scoring, the other team tying it up, ends, at least in terms of the scoring being done in the same period. Second period, and there we go. The first 2-goal lead for either team in the series, if I'm not mistaken, and drawing a blank already. Patrick Laine makes it 2. 22 shots to 19. Let's see if we have what it takes to get back into this. An early power play chance goes to waste. We need our big names to step up. We need everybody to step up. If there is a next goal in this game, it has to be for us. And there it is. Cody Eakin gives us a chance. 7 minutes left. Do we have what it takes? Power play opportunity goes to waste. 2.5 to go. Can Winnipeg and Hellebuck hold on? Yes, they can. Eakin at least ruins the shutout. But the Jets are able to hold on and get the victory. Hellebuck with 30 saves. Laine the goal that stood up as the winner. And so far, the home team has yet to lose. The Jets are right back in this series, unfortunately. Now, I'm not overly worried because, again, what do we have to lose if things go poorly? But it is concerning to see them get back into it. I'm still not going to make any lineup changes heading into Game 4. If we lose this one and the series is tied heading back to Vegas, then we will consider maybe changing up a couple of things. But for the most part, we should be good to go. So let's do this. First period of Game 4, and much like in Game 3, the Jets get the lone goal of the period. Matthew Perreault and his amazing hair right now stands as the difference maker. 12 shots to 9 in their favor. Second period, oh boy. Connor, Laine, and Scheifele. 4 goals on 28 shots. I'll be intrigued to see if Subban's still in, and he is. 5 0 for the Winnipeg Jets. And needless to say, this series is tied heading back home. Byfuglien makes it 6. For the love of God, coach, get Malcolm out of there. Put in Vladar, as Byfuglien scored from almost the other side of the blue line entirely. Brian Little makes it 7. And this series is all tied up. 7 goals on 43 shots. A 36-save shutout for Connor Hellebuck. A 4-assist night for Ehlers. And that is not what we were hoping to see in so many different ways. Why our coach never put in Vladar, I'm honestly not sure. But damn. Theodore, Panarin, Carlson, Yossi, and Dwyer, our top line and our top D pairing, completely outworked throughout the game. And I suppose to look at this on the bright side, we're not out of it yet, and we're at least making things somewhat difficult for the Jets heading into the latter stages of the series. But just, God, not what you hope for in any aspect. Artemi Panarin has not done much. That top line in general, outside of a good first game, they've been pretty brutal. Just in general, we need some people to step up. That fourth line's been a little bit quiet as well. You know, I really do think it just comes down to whether or not our team performs, right? And we're just not seeing. I want to give that top line a bit of a different look, though. Let's give the top line a bit of a different look. And Glass is still the best center. Let's just a slight change, right? Suzuki? Yeah, Glass is the better center. A slight change to that top line. Defensively, that third. Okay, let's have Yossi, Theodore, and Hamilton each on their own pairing, right? So Theodore, I'm sorry, you're going down to the third pairing. We'll have Haig, Yossi, Bronstrom, Hamilton, and then Theodore Wu. We'll see if that changes it up at all. And then goaltending-wise, Malcolm, Jesus, I don't know. You were pretty good in the regular season, but so far, it's been a different story. We're not going to give Vladar the chance here yet. We still have to go with Malcolm. We're still very much in the series, but he needs to prove himself here. The home team is yet to lose in this series. If that streak snaps, we'll have to perhaps consider some more drastic measures heading back to Winnipeg for Game 6. Hopefully, that trend can continue and we can get the win here. Let's find out. First period of Game 5, and that's better. Roach gets the opening goal. Scheifele ties it. Dougie Hamilton is able to get us back on top. The outshot is 12-9, but we have the 2-1 lead. Second period, and that helps. So we get a 2-goal lead. It's Cody Glass with the goal. So that second line has delivered with Roach and Glass. Hamilton with a goal as well. Of course, he's on a new line or a new pairing. And we have a 2-goal lead. Shots are pretty much even. Can we hold on to it and continue the trend of the home team continuing to win? Which, I mean, if that is indeed the trend, we're in a pretty good spot as we trade power plays. A huge power play for the Jets that they can't do anything with. 8 minutes to go. Still up by 2. Can Subban get a little bit of revenge? Ryan Carpenter makes it 4, and that will do it. A return to form for Game 5 on home ice. 4-1 is your final score, and we have a 3-2 series advantage. Malcolm Subban, well done. We gave you the chance to bounce back. You did just that, and we are 1 game away from finally making this happen. Robin Lehner is good to go, which is very interesting in that I've already made up my mind on this. Subban gets Game 6. If he can't close it out, we start Lehner in Game 7. That's how I'm handling it. Malcolm will get the chance to finish what he started, and if he doesn't, Robin Lehner is there if needed. So with that, we are pretty much good to go. Game 6 in Winnipeg. Either the home team loses for the first time, or we go back to Vegas for a 7th game. Let's see what happens. Can we finally make this happen? Can we do what a much better team on paper was unable to do and actually find some measure of postseason success. Here we go. First period, and it's Artemi Panarin getting his first goal. And he's the difference maker thus far. He is the difference maker. Thus far, 13 shots to 7 is what I saw. And I'm like, hey. I'm like, oh, Artemi Panarin, he is. Right, they nearly doubled us up. But we're up 1-0 on the scoreboard. And that is what matters. Second period. Ty Ratty was able to tie it. Roach strikes again. And he might be the best player for us in this series thus far. He's doing phenomenally. 22 shots to 16. We're up 2-1. And 20 minutes away from either Game 7, ending this series, hopefully, knock on wood, or overtime. Let's find out. Third period, here in Game 6, Roach strikes again. 3-1. 5 minutes down, we're up 3-1, thanks to Roach. Can we hold on? Under 10 minutes remaining, 6 minutes to go. The Vegas Golden Knights are in trouble. Ty Ratty, 2 minutes. Can we hold on? Cody Glass, the empty netter. The Vegas Golden Knights are off to the second round, somehow beating a much stronger Jets lineup. Somehow getting by Connor Hellebuck. Oh my God. Gregory Roach, 4 goals, 6 points in 6 games. Somehow, this is the team that makes it happen. Malcolm Subban gets redemption now. I think, obviously, Robin Lehner will be given the chance to begin the series. Kind of a Crawford Darling situation. Unreal, though. Dwyer, 3 points in 6 games, 3 points for Karlsson, no goals, and then 2 points, but a goal for Panarin in the game where it mattered. We need the top line to step up a little bit. The second line, though, you had Roach, who really got the job done, 5 points for Glass, and 6 points in 6 games. Point-of-game player for Suzuki in the first round. So that second line really stepped up and saved us. Cody Eakin, 1 point, 2 points for Carpenter, 3 points for Alex Tuch. They've been okay, and not much in terms of point production among that fourth line. We really have to thank that second line for the fact that we are still in this series. That is what it comes down to. And then defensively, Nick Hague, not the best series. Yossi was okay. Bronstrom, point-wise, also okay. The plus-minus is a little bit concerning. Hamilton had a pretty good series. Shea Theodore was okay. No real complaints from Jet Wu. A couple of different things we could look to do with the lineup, which is shocking to say, because all that hype over this upcoming draft and us potentially trading, more than likely trading up for a franchise-level player, that is on the back burner for now, because somehow, some way, we are still around. We are still in the playoffs, which I really don't think anyone expected. I don't think my tone and my shock right now is just limited to me. I cannot believe that we are still in it. I cannot believe that we have home ice advantage in the second round against the Edmonton Oilers. And perhaps this is how it was meant to be. When we had a good team and we were somewhat favorites on paper, we underperformed. But we get back to that inaugural season vibe of, yeah, we should be okay, but we're not going to make the playoffs. And now here we are. Edmonton beat Arizona in 6. Again, we have home ice advantage. It's Colorado and LA. Over in the East, Pittsburgh and Toronto, Boston, and Columbus. Holy hell. Guys, it's a little bit early of an ending for this episode, but an ending nonetheless. We will save the next round for the next episode. I want to know, would you change anything about the lineup? And what do you think? What are our chances against Edmonton in this next round? You know the deal. Support the video. Support the channel. Support me, my dog, in my journey to try and get a computer that doesn't suck ass and cause me to delay videos by an extra day. In case you didn't follow me on Twitter, you should do that. And check out everything else that's in the description. I love you all. I love your face. I love you in general for who you are. Even you, Jeff. Even you. Thank you, guys. And I will see you in the next one in the second round.